To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. Gun.
On first down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 23 yards on the play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Gun. Ready, sit on that. Black 25. Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Let's go.
Now Ryan on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Blue 80. Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go. Hey, express. Hey, gun.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
54, south.
On second down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On third and goal, Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Brashad Perriman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
22. Gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session They'd be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
Two
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Gun, gun.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And that's complete to Cooks. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Kaiser steps away to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On third down, Kaiser. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Carson. Oh, eluding the tackle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Tuesday. Wait. 55's Mike.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Kaiser. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Carson, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And on the ground they go with a running back.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, a nice spin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Kaiser. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 31. 21.
On third down, it's Jordan across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Gun. 12. Space. 11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Let's go.
They go play action with Ryan. Buying time to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Ryan. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Hey, express. Hey, South. Get out.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
11. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Kaiser on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action. Kaiser. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about it.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Taco Charlton in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately,
the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10.